But you know,
How old is he right now? A couple, what, 2 months now or something, right? Yeah.
God, this is so fucking
You got the
boring.
best of both worlds now because you got your girl and your boy now.
absolutely,
Amazing.
absolutely.
If somebody was to respond back from like the West Coast, right? Were you prepared for it to be?
Oh,
like,
people
a
did
star, or
respond.
was it-
What?
Yeah, a bunch of people respond.
What? How do you not know this? How are you in an interview and you don't know that people responded to Joey Badass in the West Coast versus Joey Badass beef?
On Roller's back where you were like, women lie, but Joey don't lie, might delete later. I know damn sure that Joey won't. Fuck
That's
it.
sorry, not sorry.
Oh,
Yo, why does no one not know anything in these interviews? Why do they not know anything?
Like we're just like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you know what I mean? Everything is I'm old as
What?
well now. And you know, everybody's on common ground. And we got a date, August 29th. At the end of the day, I just want to put this music out.
I heard
This man doesn't even sound excited about his own album come out. Can you say that with a little more gumption, please?
gumption.
you talk about meditation before.
Not the fucking therapy stuff. Oh my
That's
God.
what sitting down with the therapist really brings to you.
Not more therapy talk.
Well, you know, shit. You know, it's
It's lonely at the top, nigga.
It's interesting
He was the
times.
only one.
So Joey Badass just conducted probably the most boring interview I've ever seen. And this is for an album rollout at that. I don't know who is going to be more excited than what they already are for the new Joey Badass album. It's titled Lonely at the top. After hearing this interview, I mean, Joey is just very flat throughout the entire interview tonally. The interviews don't really know kind of what's going on, and the whole thing is kind of carried by Charlemagne, but that just results in a bunch of therapy talk and therapy language throughout the interview. Now, normally I wouldn't have a problem with such a flat interview, but this is in stark contrast to Joey Badass's temperament over the past year in the rap game. I'm talking about Joey going back and forth with the entire West Coast, be it Daylight, Ray Vaughn, his Red Bull cipher with Absol and Big Sean, and even taking shots at the West Coast and Kendrick. I mean, Joey Badass has been really turned up, and it's got a lot of us excited for his new album. But this interview is just very flat. It doesn't even seem like Joey Badass is excited for his own project. Now, Joey does touch on the topics of going at the West Coast, going at Kendrick, even his bar about J. Cole, his might delete later bar about J. Cole dropping out of the whole Kendrick and Drake beef. So I do want to get into his responses regarding that.
so first of all, it's like, you know, my intention was never to come for the West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
He says his intention wasn't to come for the West Coast, but the bar that he said that got this all started was there's too much West Coast dick licking. I just don't understand walking it back. Like, why try to backtrack and walk it back? Joey kind of makes a comment about J. Cole and how J. Cole kind of walked his words back later in this interview. Joey basically says, yeah, if you weren't going to stand on it, you should have never said it to begin with.
I just feel like you should have never engaged in the first place. I won't do that. Like I won't delete. Like if I'm gonna say something, I ain't gonna take it back.
I don't understand the point in pretending like you didn't take a shot at the West Coast when you did.
It was really in the spirit of like, yo, y'all having y'all moment, but New York got something to say too, type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's some hater shit, you know, because just have your moment as a New Yorker. Get your guys together. I've said this since the very beginning. Get your guys together. Like, what's the point in stepping on the West Coast's moment, which it really wasn't even the West Coast moment. It was Kendrick, and I guess Kendrick decided to do some favors for some people. It wasn't like a huge West Coast moment. It was Kendrick's moment. But nonetheless, like, what's the point in stepping on that? Just have your moment simultaneously with the West Coast moment. Some hater shit.
Like I didn't mean no disrespect. That wasn't my intention or whatever. But I'm like, yo,
You knew what you were doing when you said that line. When you looked into the camera in the video and you said it. It's not even your original line. You took it from Jay-Z. So there was some additional thought that went into that. It's not like you just freestyled this and put it out there. No, you knew you wanted to say this. You found a place to put it on the song, and then you said it.
people felt like I was attacking. I had to respect it because I think that my perspective would have kind of been the same if the shoe was on the other foot. Like,
Of course, your perspective will be the same if the shoe was on the other foot. If it was perceived that New York was having this huge moment, and then some random West Coast rapper came out and said, yo, there's too much New York dick licking, people would be like, why would you even say that? We didn't say nothing about you. Or what's your issue, bro? You jealous? That's literally how it comes across. Joey Badass also has some choice words for J. Cole. If y'all remember, Joey put J. Cole in a bar. He has a might delete later bar.
How did you feel about J. Cole's apology during the whole rap battle?
I understood it. You know what I'm saying? Like I definitely understood.
It almost seems like Joey Badass doesn't want to talk about these things when in the past 8 months, he has talked about them. He's talked about them in music. He's made the bar about J. Cole. So they're asking you about this because you rapped about J. Cole. You know, so I don't know what the whole avoiding aspect is. Like they're asking you about Ray Vaughn in the 1v20 because you engaged in that. I don't know the whole point of trying to avoid like the question, like I don't want to answer this anymore. When this is a huge reason why people are even hyped to hear your project, it's because of what just happened.
If I just feel like you should have never engaged in the first place.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Like you should just never engage if it was gonna be about that. So I said it's like, you know, I won't do that. Like I won't delete. Like if I'm gonna say something, I ain't gonna take it back.
Then how about we stop sidestepping these questions, right? If you're gonna critique J. Cole for doing that, how about we stop sidestepping some of these questions? Well, shout out to Joey, media trained and political. You know, shout out.
I said Joey Badass is the nicest like new dude from New York, right? You know,
I don't understand why people call rappers like Joey Badass new. Guys like Earl Sweatshirt, Vince Staples new. These guys are not, it's not even about their age. They've been rapping since like 2010, 2011, 2012. They're 15 years in the game. Joey Badass is not a new rapper by any stretch of the imagination.
He was to respond back from like the West Coast, right? One of the rappers was to go back at you where you prepared for it to be.
Oh,
Like,
What? She doesn't know that there is a whole 1 versus 20 between Joey Badass and the West Coast. Do y'all not prep for interviews? Like, what? I don't understand.
On Rule is back where you were like, women lie, but Joey don't lie. Might delete later. I know damn sure that Joey won't. Fuck
That's
it.
sorry, not sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Like, why does no one know anything?
You know, play on words, but might delete later. And you know, that being Cole's project. How do you feel about the big three now?
I mean, what do you mean?
Even Joe is confused. Like, what type of questions are these, bro? Like, what do you mean? What are you asking me?
I love it. I love it all.
as a New York artist, you feel away. And the reason you
No,
feel
no,
away,
don't.
'cause when you talk
Yeah, as a New York artist, you definitely feel away. Otherwise, you never would have came out with the rulers back and said there's too much West Coast dick looking. You know what I mean? You don't even rap anymore, my guy. Like, you don't even rap like that no more. But you've seen the West Coast having its perceived moment, and you feel like you had to come out and stand up for your city. Like, why? Why? Y'all weren't being attacked, so why? Of course you feel a type of way. Come on now.
talking about Big Three and no MC from New York is mentioned.
Like when we talk about the big three, we're talking about that class.
But you don't consider
You know what
yourself
I'm saying?
in that class?
I mean, see, the thing is, I kind of do, but I'm so much younger than everybody else.
It doesn't matter. You're from the early 2010s. Joey, you started rapping in the early 2010s. You came out around the same time as Kendrick, Tyler. You're in that class. Yes, you're younger when you came out. You were still in high school, but you're still a part of that era, blog era, that class. But no, you're not in the big three. But yes, you're a great artist. I don't know if they got Joey Badass at a bad time or if it's too early in the morning or too late in the day, but he just does not seem interested in this at all. It doesn't even seem like he's excited about his project, which I'm sure he is. It's just not coming through to this interview. There are times in this interview where it seems like, yo, Joey Badass is kind of like, yo, can we wrap this up? Then the interview just continues for another 10 minutes.
I wanted to hear everybody getting busy.
Or
So in terms of your music career, what do you think has kept you from like getting to that next level? Just to be mentioned with those guys. Or maybe have the commercial success that they've had.
I mean, the big three, this was something that was established very early on, early to mid 2010s. When the big three was established, Kendrick Lamar didn't even have that much commercial success. It was about the quality of music and the quality of albums they put out. Joey Badass has some great works. It's hard to be put in that big three conversation. You got three mega legends, Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole. Everyone can't be included. Guys like Wale, guys like Rick Ross, Nicki Minaj, Future. There's a lot of people who can be considered in the big three, release great music, who are not. It just is what it was. As a hip hop community, we chose who we chose. Joey Badass also speaks about the 1v20 that he experienced versus the entire West Coast, it seems like. Reason, Daylight, Ray Vaughn, AZ Chike. He gets into this. Again, it's just very flat response. It's not really a similar type of energy that you would expect after he wiped the floor with these guys. Mind you, I'm from the West Coast. Joey wiped the floor with these guys. Great songs, great bravado. It just doesn't come through in this interview. I don't know if they did this interview super early in the morning, if Joey didn't have his coffee, but it just comes off very flat.
I'll tell you one thing, you know what that moment made me realize? There's not a lot of new spitters from New York.
Well, we've been realized that. We've been realized that New York is severely lacking in good rappers.
There was like 6 dudes from the West Coast Reason.
It was like 50, bro.
Trayvon.
It-
Like,
a lot of people.
It was,
I didn't
you know
know.
what, like,
I didn't know
and
that.
Yeah, it was definitely more than 6. It was probably closer to 50 than it was to 6, to be completely honest.
And I like that though, 'cause I'm in the conversation. Niggas is paying attention. Like, so I mean, not for nothing. I like that.
But do you feel like the New York?
Well, you didn't even know what was going on. You didn't know that people responded until literally right now. And lastly, Joey Badass talks about future projects and potentially doing a project with one producer, one album, one producer.
Rock or Premiere, because your flow is so 1990 now. I would love to hear you with that.
I think that's fine for album cuts, but I don't think that's the direction Joey should go in at this point in his career.
yeah. I have those thoughts, and I think that I have those pockets even on this project. Making something fully in that vein, I could see that.
Joey, you don't feel like enough of your music already sounds like that, like an ode to 90s New York rap? You don't feel like that's kind of what your entire rap career is known for, sounding like something from the past?
Alchemist has done that a lot. Static even
I would
does
love
it
to do a project with Alchemist. Me and Static, we already got like
Alchemist, I don't know. I like Alchemist, but he's hit or miss for me. Alchemist, he give you, again, Alchemist not afraid to give you some bullshit beats. Alchemist to give you some shit he whipped up in like a minute and a half real quick. He's not afraid to give you not his best work. He give it to you like it's his best work. So I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to hear Joey and the Alchemist. I don't think it's a bad thing for Joey to want to lock in with one classic New York producer. I think that's a good idea. I think that would be a good project. But I personally think Joey's entire career is kind of already based on that type of sound. And it'll be more of the same. And at this point, I think he should do something a little different. I would like to hear Joey link up with a more mainstream producer, like a T- or a Metro Boomin. There's a someone did a remix where they put Joey's lyrics over, I believe it was the Jay-Z "Give It To Me" beat, which is by Pharrell.
Once again in the song, the pretty is gone, and delicate form. I stay calm, take our song and ready me on.
Joey just sounded 10 times better than what he sounds on the original.
Don't stop the lane, or block my aim. It's not no game, so you better watch how you drop my name.
With some of these rappers, even though they have these beats by good producers and the beats are serviceable, I don't think a lot of them realize how much more elevated they would sound with better beats, with cleaner beats, more produced. I would like to hear that, like Joey on these more mainstream beats at this point in his career. Then I would like to hear Joey over the Alchemist beats. Yeah, Joey and Alchemist, Joey and Havoc from Mobb Deep. Yeah, do the project, but let's get that a little later. How about Joey and Hit Boy? Joey and T-, like I said. I don't know. That's just me, though. I feel like Joey's entire career is already known for being that throwback 90s sound. So yeah, that was Joey Badass on The Breakfast Club. He didn't seem too excited about his project or about anything in general. I'll just take this up to this being a bad day. You never know what people are going through. He could have had something happen before this interview that took him out of his mojo. But yeah, very boring interview, so I've gave you the highlights. He also goes on to say that he has no beef with Kendrick, that he respects Kendrick, that he wasn't taking shots at Kendrick, which if you watch the Rollers back, we already know what it is. I don't know why Joey is walking back his word when he critiqued J. Cole this same interview for walking back on his word. But I mean, that's what it is. I guess he wants to get away from the drama. Let me know what y'all thought of this interview. Did you find it as boring as I did, as flat as I did? And will you be tuning in for the Joey Badass album? Let me know in the comments, top5rapwebsite.com. Peace.